get the DragVan back up and running. I gotta admit, this has been down way too long. I mean, I love this old piece of crap. I mean, I drove it a lot when it was running, and you know, I've been a little sidetracked doing the YouTube videos and working on other cars, but it's this bad boy's turn now. That was the whole point of doing Teresa's car when I did it, was to get the automatic out of it so we could put it in here. Kill two birds with one stone, get T5 in her car, get it more fun, get an AOD in this thing, get it back running again without technically spending any real money. So we're gonna start working on it. Me and Jake just pushed it up on the pad, and we're gonna jack this bad boy up. And I'm sure Jack will be out here to help me a little bit, but we're not gonna get started on it. We'll start on it tomorrow afternoon. I mean, I know, right? You don't care. It's just when the video's playing. So we're gonna start on it tomorrow. We'll have weather supposed to be good for Friday, and weather supposed to be good for Saturday. So hopefully we're gonna have this thing running by Saturday. That's the plan. And then we'll be able to take it up to the track and go to the junkyard in it, and then we can really look at our 5.8 thing that we're trying to do. So, you know, I'm starting to get excited. That's how it starts with projects. Start getting excited about it, and I'm looking forward to getting this thing running again. It's a lot of fun to drive, a lot of fun to race. We'll take it to the track, we'll get in the streetcar lanes, and we'll try and terrorize some of those guys a little bit, just messing around, having a good time. So anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit when we're starting to get the transmission out. Hang on, it's gonna be fun. I love this thing, I love it. All right guys, it's the next day and we are running way behind on our schedule of working on this thing. You know why? Because we're editing YouTube videos. I know, right? Story of our life. We got our jack. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna jack this bad boy up, get it up on some jack stands, and since we've got a lot of the work's already done, the headers are out, the starter's off, the drive shaft's out, you know, we're literally halfway home. So we're just gonna unbolt it real quick. I showed you guys inside in the in Teresa's car video that it's pretty easy to get to everything. Hopefully we'll have the transmission out here in a little bit. I know, right? At least in the movie world, it won't be very long. So let me get to work. See you guys in a few minutes. All right, we got the trans cooler lines loose. We got a few of the bell housing bolts out. Starter's off. I thought it was off, but it wasn't. We got the speedo cable out. We got the TV cable and shifter linkage unhooked. What we're doing now is we're taking the converter bolts out, and then we'll be ready to drop the cross member and be ready to slide it out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Then the worst part of it comes where we got to swap the shift lever from the floor shift Mustang to the column shift van, and we'll have to see how our drive shaft fitment works out. The transmissions in the van or in the trucks are supposed to be a little longer. Technically, I haven't measured the tail housing length, but just with the hard to tell. Sorry. I don't know. The eye test makes it look a little longer. Yeah, I think it is. So, depending on where our drive shaft sits, we may have to get like the Steeda drive shaft spacer that a lot of guys use when they're doing a Fox transmission in an SN or whatever. That should give us enough length to be good to go, but we don't know till we get there. So anyway, I gotta go get another tool. We'll finish unbolting the converter, and then we'll just have to take the cross member and boom, it'll be ready to fall out. So goody gumdrops. Okay, we got it all unbolted and we've got it set down. I ain't gonna lie, this is like 100 times easier than a Mustang. But yeah, we already had the headers out, so that's not a big deal. So anyway, we got her down and we'll roll it out here in a second. Sweet, making progress. Then we're gonna put this awesome piece of automatic machinery in there. So sweet. All right guys, well, we've been tinkering around a little bit, and I've always kind of, well, I say always, I've always kind of toyed with the idea of putting a floor shifter in the DragVan, and I've got a is it still laying in here? Oh, there it is. I've got a I bought like an old used B&M Pro stick, but the $70 for the AOD conversion deal, yeah. And on top of that, the front exit cable just makes it where it's a huge issue, just for a fitment thing to get the doghouse in and out and things like that. So the Mustang shifter, on the other hand, the cable rear exits. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this little dealio and just drill a hole in the floor and run the factory cable down. It also keeps me from having to swap the shift lever and stuff inside the transmissions. I don't have to put the arms are different. As you can see, here is the Mustang AOD arm, and here is the, whoops, sorry about that. Here is the column shift arm. You can obviously see the difference. So that'll save me from having to do that, which that's not a huge deal. It's just, I mean, drag vans aren't supposed to have column shifts, I don't guess. So anyway, I think we're gonna try and do that, see if it'll work out. So, all right, well, let me pull that out and I'll kind of throw a lick of paint on it. Just to, you know, cosmetics are important for us. Anyway, all right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. What's up, bro? Yeah, we're doing work. You ain't doing crap. I said that guy had a Triumph Spitfire. I actually think that's some kind of a Fiat. Come on, retard.
Get on the cart.
Yeah, get on the cart. All right, we gotta go. All right, guys. Me and the crew chief are facing a little dilemma here. Oh God. Not sure which converter I want to use. I had told myself, sorry, I'm just messing this all up. I told myself I wanted to use the B&M. It's a little bit, in the Mustang at least, it's a little tighter, drives a little better, this, that, and the other. But man, it's so much bigger than the Roadrunner converter, which worked fine, was super slippy in the van. What? Man, I don't know. I honestly, got cat hair in my mouth. I've been petting Jack. Ugh. He's got cat hair in his mouth. You don't know what I'm complaining about. Like I say, I figured this one would be a little bit more drivable, but you know, drivability comes second to performance in my book. So I'm concerned about putting this one in and it not working as good at the track. Even though we don't race it a lot, I don't pull anything with this van, like a car trailer or nothing. I just drive it around and haul stuff from the junkyard. Man, I just really hate to. I know this one works good, and I was happy with the way it ran at the track. And I mean, it didn't drive terrible. It's just, you know, it just wasn't as tight as this one. But I'm scared I'm gonna put this one in. It's gonna kill the 60 foots. It's just not gonna 60 foot. It may run another mile an hour on the other end, but I'll give up a mile an hour if it's gonna cost me a tenth in the 60. So I don't know. I have to think about this for a few minutes before we make any rash decisions. So I didn't realize the difference was so great. I know that has nothing to do with anything in the world of converters. It's what's on the inside that counts, not the outside. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. We'll know in the morning because we're gonna put it in then. So we'll be back with our decision. The world waits, or at least YouTube, or at least this channel. So, all right. What do you think? He was just stopped grooming himself, and as soon as I put the camera up, he starts licking himself again. Psst, hey. Right, kill everybody. Starting with me. All right. We're done for the day, bro. We'll work on it tomorrow. All right, it's the next day. It's in the morning. Nimrod has come over to help. Well, he's come over to help make decisions and see how substandard stuff is truly done. I mean, he's just had a small taste, but now he's getting right into it. Okay, as you may remember, when we left off, we were trying to figure out what converter to put in. The super slippy Roadrunner, which I'm not knocking the Roadrunner converter. For what I paid for it, it performed admirably. Or, we already stuck it in, so I guess that answers it. The B&M Whole Shot. I was on the fence. Kevin talked me off the fence. He said to put the other one in. He also said that if it's slower, he's gonna come over and personally put the Roadrunner back in. Because I was really leaning toward the Roadrunner, but he talked me out of it and said we should probably put the B&M in. So he's a name brand guy.
Be decisive.
Be decisive, yes. He didn't take him long to make that decision either. He just went with it. And I was waffling, man. They could have called me Ego Rod last night. I was waffling so hard. So anyway, all right.
There's your woman side coming out.
There's my woman side coming out. You know what's funny is Teresa cut the front yard yesterday and policed the backyard for limbs, and I helped her haul them off. So maybe, I don't know what's going on. Maybe she should be out here working on the transmission. So,
there you go.
All right, we're going to try and slide this hulk of Ford's greatest invention.
AOD-ness.
Yes, the DOA. We're going to put it in. So, all right, let's get this party started. We got some heavy metal playing. I was listening to synthwave all day yesterday, getting my player one mood on and all this kind of stuff. Now Kevin's here, we got to listen to classic metal. So I don't have any Mountain Dew, which is good because by the time it's all over with, Kevin already want to cut T-tops in this thing, paint it gold and brown, put IROC on it like his old Camaro. So at least we've avoided that. So, all right, we got to go. All right. There's some kids on the playground over there. And asking for candy. They're getting excited. The candy van's getting worked on. Kevin's bolting in the cross member. We're fixing to put the inspection cover on. We got the trans in. We got all the torque converter bolts. Did we do a good job putting that trans in, Kevin?
Oh yeah.
No, we did a substandard job. We got it in. Automatics are befuddling to simple-minded people like myself. So we got it in. We're fixing the bolt inspection cover on. We're going to bolt the starter in. Kevin's doing the cross member. We'll put the speedo cable in. You know. Then we'll see. Then we'll start our little shifter experiment. See if we can get that to work. When we get that to work, we're literally a race car. And we got to put the transcooler lines on. This is fun. I love this. All right. And we got to put the exhaust. We got a lot of things to do. But we have made progress. We're farther today than we were yesterday, and by God, that's how you take the hill. One step at a time. Kevin is not into the motivational speeches.
It is just because we get no benefit today. You can't drive it.
That's probably true.
No matter how far along we get.
It's probably true. You never know. We'll see. We're probably going to have to get a drive shaft spacer. So, but you know, the benefit will be when we're up at the track.
That's right, because it's going to be faster.
We hope. It better be. Or that Roadrunner, it'll just be what it'll be. All right, we got to go. Okay, well, we've made a lot of progress. We've got the starter bolted in. We've got the passenger header bolted on. We've even got the passenger muffler exhaust steel bolted in. We've still got to drill to get our shifter. We've got it all mounted up. You guys saw that. And we've got everything plugged in. So Kevin's going to go cut his grass. We spend as much time eating lunch and talking as we did actually working on the vehicle. But that's what happens. Whoa. You hear that? Woo! Somebody getting after it, son. They know the van's getting close, so they're getting nervous now. So, like I say, I'm gonna drill the hole to hook up the shifter cable, and then we gotta I put the other header on and hook up the plug wires, and I think it's pretty close. I think it'll be ready to go. The best part's when I get the angle grinder out and cut that column shifter off. Just cut the stalk off. Just go crazy with it. So hopefully that'll work. If not, I'll have to hook up the column shifter crap, and then I got to change the stuff in the transmission. That sucks. So anyway, let's just hope it all works the way it's going to. All right, so anyway, let me get that finished up. Kevin's going to go head out. You going to say bye to YouTube, Kevin? And next time, there we go. next time we'll see him, we'll probably either be at the track or when we're working on the McNugget, because we got some stuff to do, obviously a lot of stuff to do. So we need to get after that project too some more. So get him back on the track so he can go out there and miss some gears. I won't be the only one. So, all right, well, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, well, we're getting closer. We've got our shifter hooked up. First, second, third. And then we'll have the toggle switch turn over, drive on and off when we want to. Reverse, or neutral, duh, reverse. See, I don't know anything about automatics. Park. So, anyway, we got it all hooked up. I think it's gonna work good. So we don't have to column shift it anymore. We can be like a full race car now. Didn't cost us anything. You know, we just had it laying around. So we got to put the other header on. We've got to wire in the toggle switch for the overdrive. We're going to have to get a drive shaft spacer if we want to really race it. We could probably drive it around the way it is, but I wouldn't want to race it. So we're getting close. So I'm pretty happy. Well, you know, it ain't running yet, but I'm happy with the shifter deal. I like this. So anyway, let me get back to work. You guys go get a Mountain Dew or whatever it is you need to do. So we're almost done. We're almost done. It's almost done. Let's get this done. So, all right, we'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, we got both mufflers on. Yes, that's a hose clamp. Don't say nothing. Got the other header on, obviously, because the exhaust is on. So, oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go. All right, we still got to run the toggle switch and check all the fluids and test fire it. And so we're getting close. Yeah, it's, you know, we're still in the working stage. So other than that, we're real close. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, well, we got the big white beast running. We've taken it just around the block last night. It was dark, so I didn't film any of it. The gas in it is about a year old, so it was sounded like musket fire a couple times, and I rolled in the throttle a little bit. So we're gonna drive it around, try and run some of the gas out of it and put some fresh gas in it, obviously, and then we'll you know, see what we've accomplished. Now the good news is it did drove around the block in just basically not even a mile. I didn't get up to enough speed to go into overdrive, but first, second, third worked fine. The TV linkage might need a small adjustment, but you know, it was rolling under its own power for the first time in nearly a year. So we're gonna call that a win. But anyway, let me get off here. Next time you see me, we'll be driving, I think. And we'll wrap this video up. So see you guys in a few minutes. DragVan lives again. Oh, I love it. Love this thing. I even washed the windows, but I haven't washed the van. But we'll get to that. Man, I love this piece of crap. So, all right. Hey guys, there won't be much van testing today. We started out kind of late, and it is raining like a mofo. So we went and ate some lunch. It's shifting good. We had the GoPro mounted up. It's shifting good. Running, you know, still, we ain't put any gas in, so it's still running, you know, not great, but as far as shifting and stuff, that's all working out good, so we're happy with that. But we'll get us a drive video up as soon as we can. We're just not going to be right now. Oh, that gas, I love it. So, let's see if we can make it pop. Woo! Shots fired! Shots fired! Oh, we need some fresh gas. Anyway, transmission working great though, love it. All right, back to the neighborhood. See you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, well in all honesty, this was supposed to be the end of the video, supposed to be the drive video. I already started editing on it, it's like 19 minutes long. We've got some family stuff to do today, we got something to do tomorrow, so it's gonna be a day or two before we can actually get the drive in. So I figured I'd just wrap this video up. In the next video, we'll have our drive where we're doing a little test and some other stuff. We got a part coming in for it and things like that, so we can make a little video out of that. So anyway, we got it running. That's the good news. Everything seems okay so far, but again, we haven't had a big shakedown on it. So we'll have that in the next video. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the wind noise. Especially thanks for commenting. And thanks for watching. That's a rabbit with a carrot. So until next time on the Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos. And we love 4 eyes and we love vans. We'll see you guys next time.